I dare say, follow deeper, roll deeper, deeper, roll deeper. I press you to the lipstick, for I can stop the clock, tick tock, your pendulum. I will paralyze, and my darling, you will agonize, yeah, you will agonize. Hold me, oh gentle stranger, 'cause you are my turn of favor. Closer, ever closer, my conquest ever farther. I mean you to the liver, shiver, quiver, down my razor back. Your countenance, I will never fight. With my darling, you will gratify, yeah, you will gratify. Hold me, oh gentle stranger, 'cause you are my turn of favor. Closer, ever closer, my conquest ever farther. Hold me, oh gentle stranger, 'cause you are my turn of favor. Closer, ever closer, my conquest ever farther. Hold me, oh gentle stranger, 'cause you are my turn of favor. Closer, ever closer, my conquest ever farther.
Surprise!
A party for me. To wish you farewell on your new journey. You are all so kind. I will be gone, but I won't forget any of you. This is to be my most perilous adventure. This time I travel far across the seas and deep into the rainforest.
Oh, sometimes I wish you weren't so adventurous, and then I wouldn't have to worry about you so much.
But that's what we love about him.
True, true. And we even have more surprises. Bring the gift.
Thank you.
A precious stone, Richard, bought from the souks of Marrakesh.
It is a beautiful stone.
And you will laugh.
For they say it has magical powers. You know I don't believe such things.
Oh, I know, Richard. It's just merely a trinket. You know, something to remember us by.
Then I will carry it as my most treasured possession. For if I were to lose it, I would feel truly alone. Richard, we feared that you might not return. So, we have hired, for your entertainment, the services of two great fortune tellers.
And pray, what great catastrophe do they say is in store for me?
Maybe you'll be eaten by a tiger.
Or a fearsome crocodile.
And I will have you to blame for predicting it. Come on, bring them in. Good sister. They tell me you've come to tell my fortune. So I do hope it is good news you have for me.
We do not tell what is good or what is ill. We merely speak the truth. And to tell your future, you must cross my path with silver and show us your most dear and treasured possession.
My most dear and treasured possession. Now that is easy. For it is this gem given to me by my friends not moments ago.
Sister, do you see it?
Yes.
Do you see the light?
Yes.
A power greater than our own.
It is a parting gift, nothing more.
Nothing more.
Sister, it is calling.
Yes, it cries out to the deep.
And they will come.
Who will come?
It is calling to them. The stone, it is bound to you now.
As your future takes its shape.
Calling to who?
To she who waits.
She. Then I must know my future.
No, let's stop this now! Stop this!
No, for I need to know.
Then gaze into our crystal ball, and you will see. Gaze into our crystal ball, and you will see. You will see what lies in store for you. A vision of your future.
Look there. Do you see it?
Yes, yes, it is a ship sailing on the ocean.
Keep her steady, Captain. These rocks look fierce.
Aye, sir. Jagged and unforgiving.
And we have a precious cargo.
We have Master Richard. And I do know these waters like the back of my hand. If there is any man that can take you across the strait, it is I. We long now, Master. We long till we land.
I can't believe I am almost at my destination. 6 long months I have sailed, with nothing to comfort me but my sapphire.
Sapphire, Master.
A precious stone, let me show you.
There's no need. I do not wish to see a precious stone.
Come, Captain, what harm could come from a look?
I would never do that, sir.
Why not?
It is just, these are strange waters, Master.
Strange.
Enchanted, sir. When you've sailed the coast as often as I, you do feel something.
Come, sir, surely you do not believe the tales of mermaids and how they lure our sailors to our deaths.
There are souls below the water, Master. That I believe. I would never shine a light so beautiful in their direction, in case they might take a liking to it.
Nonsense, I do not believe such things. And look how it gleams in the moonlight.
Put it away, Master, for I feel a change.
What is it, Captain? We're sad.
Dancing with the tides of the frantic sea, spirit has been lost for a century, searching for a shore where she longs to be. Kiss me, kiss me.
Do not listen, Master.
It's the most beautiful sound I've ever heard.
Do not listen, Master. They've come for us.
A sound so beautiful, it is lulling me to sleep.
Help me, sir, for I must bind myself to the wheel to keep her steady.
Their voices, Captain, such beauty.
They've come for the sapphire, Master. Throw them the sapphire.
A stolen gem in the moonlight sitting, caught by the wings of her guardian spitting, decked by the sea, there's a chanting, screaming, kiss me, kiss me.
My sapphire, you want me to give them my sapphire?
Quickly, sir. I cannot hold the wheel much longer.
No, Captain. No creature as beautiful as these could ever harm you.
Quickly, sir. Throw them the sapphire. They are steering us to the rocks.
He will survive.
But no human could swim through such a storm.
He is not alone. There. They will both sit day after day. 2 broken men. Both have lost their most treasured possessions. The captain, his ship, and Master Richard and his precious sapphire.
And my heart breaks watching them too.
And her heart breaks too.
Her heart?
The creature that watches him from the sea. The rest of the story we can tell you, but you may not believe us.
Please, proceed.
Very well then. The sinking of the ship and the taking of the sapphire has caused a deep stir beneath the ocean.
In a seabed I can think of nothing finer. In a seabed I can think of nothing more than to swim there with the fish down in the ocean. Than to swim there with the fish far from the shore. And I can feel the fins on my thigh. Sea fish don't sigh, and I can swim and play with the golden eye. Sea fish don't sigh. In a blue sky I can think of nothing finer. In a blue sky I can think of nothing more than to fly there with the eagles soaring higher. Than to fly there with the birds up in the sky. And I can feel their wings on my thigh. Seabirds don't sigh. And I can fly and play with the cockatoo. Seabirds don't sigh. Mountains and old hills, all fruit trees and cedars, beasts and all cattle, creeping things and flying birds. It's a love story in the ocean. It's a love story on the ground. It's a love story in the jungle. It's a love story all around, all around, all around, all around,
There is a trembling. We saw light shining.
We are unsettled.
Stone so rare and beautiful. There is a presence.
It is unwelcome. There are 2 humans who sit on the seashore, wretched and heavy of heart.
The young mourns his sapphire, the old his sea vessel, both broken and torn apart.
There is a ship deep in our city. It has disturbed the natural flow. You must put right what you have done. You must put back what you have taken.
You must atone for the hearts you have broken. You must atone for the harm that has come.
shapes surface the sea and swim towards the shore.
We saw light shining, a stone so rare and beautiful. We saw the colors dancing, and we sang, and we sang, and we sang.
Do not touch it, master! Or it's surely cursed.
Sing to me, Captain, in a voice so sweet.
There's nothing sweet about a creature that will take a man's ship. Stay back, you witches! Stay back!
I saw your eyes shine, a smile so rare and beautiful. I heard your voice calling, and my heart sang.
Do you think they understand us, Captain?
Aye, every word. You know what they have done to my ship? You have returned to the Sapphire. I am still without my ship. You cannot put that right. Be gone! Off with you!
And that is where the sea captain is mistaken. For you must remember the power of the sea and the greater power of those who control it.
The current is changing. We are now settling. Harmony returns to the waters below.
But the ship and its contents no longer belong here. Their presence unsettled the natural flow.
Daughters of the sea, sing with me. Daughters of the sea, raise your voice above the waves. Creatures of the ocean, come join with me.
We see the waves
she will be kind to me.
And that is where our tale should have ended, with the mermaids putting right what they have done, the rising of the ship, and Master Richard should return home upon the tide. If only it were so.
For on that ship, that fateful night, when the stone shone out its baneful beam, she was ne'er bewitched by a dancing Jew. 'Twas the beat of his heart that made her sing.
For it was not her that entranced Richard, for he enchanted her that eve. And now there she sits, broken-hearted, for who can repair love's broken weave?
But it is men like him who will search for jewels. This time the gem has hair of gold, and he fell in love with her, mournful singing, and he lost his heart, if truth be told.
Hush! She is starting to sing.
together, but the sea keeps them apart.
What are we to do?
Nothing can be done.
Nothing?
The creatures that live in the ocean's deep atones for the loss that was their path.
But no matter how much you wish to mend it, you can't put right a broken heart.
So that is his future in store for him. A life waiting for love that can never be.
But the future has not been written yet.
And you, Master Richard, have a choice. If you set sail across the sea, then she awaits you, and all the pain and heartbreak she will bring. But if you do not sail, then you have changed your fate.
Richard. Richard, please don't go. Please don't leave. Please don't leave me.
But she would have been the love of my life.
But not a proper life, Richard. The man that sits by the seashore is a dead thing.
Tide is turning, Master Richard.
It is time to choose.
I must go.
You will leave all of us? Leave me? Who loves you?
That is not living, Richard.
To love, even for a moment, is to live. I will throw a coin in the wishing well for your kiss. One kiss. No, I won't give up on the wishing well for your kiss. One kiss.
Thanks very much indeed for that beautifully costumed and lovely production there from Our Lady's Green Hills in Drogheda, County Louth. Now they'll be clearing at the backstage for a few minutes with their, and we expect that Abbey Community College from Boyle will be getting ready. So we have just a few minutes break while people get set up. Thank you. the last one, and I suspect that many of you were on stage just a moment ago, so well done on your great performance there. I don't know that the pre-show nerves, you might not have heard the announcement, so I'm going to give them to you again very quickly. First of all, ask you to turn off your mobile phones now, if you would please. Thank you. And just to note, fire exits, there's one behind your back where you came in earlier. There's one here on my left, and then of course there's backstage. Stay away from the lift at that side. We would ask you very especially to give the attention that has been given to all of the plays, indeed since early morning, to the next performance now too, by staying in your seats throughout the entire performance, please, and making sure that you're not distracting in any way from what's happening up here on the stage. If you do not have tickets for tonight, there will be a live relay of the show across the road to the Castle Hotel, to the restaurant there called Next Door. If you're the next team to come on stage, just stay in your seats until everything is finished, until this play is completely finished, and then you can make your way up backstage nice and quietly, giving of course room and space to the others to tidy up and clear away their props and sets and so forth. I am going to introduce you once again, because there is such a bigger audience now, to our adjudicators. We have Mr. Michael Toomey, who is known on the national stage and in the Cork stage, and indeed on television very widely down through the years. Kermit Fault Riv Liam O'Mahuna. Liam O'Mahuna is involved with Common Dromiochta na Scoilina, and a very experienced director of stage also. Michelle Beamish, who you will know from the television series The Clinic, and also from the new series now on TV, Cahar, that's Shacht. So they're your adjudicators. Would you give them a nice hello? So without further ado now, I'm going to hand you over to Abbey Community College, Boyle County Roscommon, and their show, their play today is called None the Wiser.
You know, we could grow our own flowers here. It's a huge garden.
We won't be here long enough.
No, I suppose not. How long are we staying?
I don't know, a few weeks I suppose.
You know, there's no reason why we should move really. After all, we couldn't find a better spot. It's close to town and all.
Mr. Coon, please. Very well, I'll hold. Solly, Vera, are you alone? Good. How'd you get on with that last lot? Look, cut the spear. What lolly have we got coming to us? How much will you thieving give?
He sounds hopping mad.
He is. What's he saying? Sharp businessman I may be, but robber never.
All right, Solly, calm down. Now, how much? 170 quid. That stuff was worth over 700. We'll take 300 for it then. 270. No. 250 is the deal. Crafty so-and-so. Anyway, we got 'em up a bit. So the sheriff this week works out at 50 quid a head.
That's not at all bad. Marky, we've earned it.
I'll give you that. If it isn't a rude question, what do you do at yours?
Put it in the post office.
That's a bit dodgy, isn't it? They're liable to spec big amounts each week.
No, I got 7 books in different names.
Oh, that's all right then. Mother Superior, Stonegate Convent. Oh, it's you again. What? You must be joking. Solly again.
What did he
He
want?
says he's had an order for a Mark 10 Jag.
Oh, I'd like to do that. Now that really is a challenge.
You must be mad.
Why? I could do it easy. My brother gave me a 7-master ignition case.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Sue, be your age. For a start, how many nuns have you seen driving a Jag?
Okay, right.
You'd have the whole world staring at you.
Hold on! She doesn't have to do it in her habit, does she? She could do it in her civvies.
That's a point. Do you reckon you could?
Sure.
I'll discuss it with Solly tomorrow then.
How much do you reckon we get for it?
I'm not sure what the market price is at the moment.
We ought to get a minimum of 500 for it anyways. It'll be a change to dictate terms. I think we ought to plan this very carefully. If Solly doesn't play, we could get landed with it.
Oh, we could flog it easily enough. Gee, your old man can check the price, couldn't he?
Yeah, when it gets out.
How much longer has he got?
The good behaviour. 7 years.
One sip-up could smash the whole business.
How?
Supposing Susan here got caught with a car before she got the chance to deliver it.
Do you think I'm grassing you?
Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't. But supposing the press got a hold of this story. After all, it is rather unusual a woman car snatcher.
I don't see what you're getting at.
Simply this. If her photo were to appear in the national press, someone, and maybe someone who's had stock nicked off them, might look at it and say, yeah, I know that woman. I've seen her before. Only the last time she was a nun.
That's positive thinking, Edith. Thanks. In view of that, we better scrub the idea.
Why didn't you just keep a big trap shut? I would have loved to done that job.
Because I don't want her to spell in the dick. That's why.
The problem with a bag of wind like you is...
Calm down, the deal is off, and that's final.
That's 500 nickels down the drain. Whichever way you look at it, that's a ton of piece. Oh well, if you say so.
Vera,
Yeah?
are we going to do the housekeeping job this afternoon?
No, we buy the stuff this weekend.
All right. If that's the case, I'm going to change into some comfortable gear.
Vera,
Yeah?
when are we moving?
Moving what?
Getting out of this place.
Oh, that. I haven't fixed a date yet. Why?
I was just talking to Edith there about the garden.
What about it?
I like to take it into hand and grow flowers and vegetables.
Well, what do you know? We've a market gardener in our midst.
Oh, turn it off. Just because I'm a horse by profession doesn't say I don't have a hobby.
No, I suppose not. You should forget about us, though. We won't be here long enough.
But why do we have to go?
Oh, we'd be months to stay too long. They'd be bound to tumble in on us sooner or later.
But we don't have to work this area at all. We could establish our respectability by staying here indefinitely and make a point about buying everything locally.
Am I being very dense?
No, I think I see what she's getting at. You mean leave Sarah Clear, use as a headquarters, and work there as right outside?
Yeah, Birmingham, Leicester, Stoke, Liverpool, and so on. Work around. They're all easy accessible by train. We could go in the morning and be back by tea.
You know what? I think you've hit it. Eat it. Let's have that AA book from the mantelpiece.
Well, it would do away with the trouble of having to find a new place every 3 months, which in time is bound to get suspicious.
That's a good point. We could even build our respectability here by having our dues like John
a question of always travelling by rail?
Why should they? Our calling as collectors takes us all over the country.
Well, there is one thing. We'll always be sure of a seat.
What was that? I think it was the doorbell.
You're right. Who the hell can be calling on us here?
Oh, God!
What?
There's a couple of nuns outside.
It can't be.
Well, I'm damn sure they're not penguins. Come and have a look.
What the hell do we do?
Send them away with some excuse for us. This is just Dewey call.
Jimmy, call my foot! They've got 2 trunks and they've sent the taxi away!
Leave this to me. We'll be down in a moment. We've just finished our
Devotions.
devotions. Well, don't just stand there. Put your veils on. Empty this ashtray and get rid of this smoke. And for Pete's sake, tidy this place up. It looks like a proper doss house. I'll go and let them in and delay them for as long as possible. Go on now. Go, go, go.
Vera!
What?
What are we?
Nuns, you clot, nuns.
Well, Vera!
What?
Order!
The order of babes. Benefactor banded 6 months ago.
Just we stick to the same story.
Oh Lord, this is all I need.
Lipstick! What about it? What else?
Sisters, may I introduce you to Sister Angela and Sister Rose of the Order of Magnus. This is Sister Susan, Sister Jean, and Sister Edith.
And you are the Mother Superior, I presume.
Yes, that is correct.
Do you think we might sit down? We are rather tired.
Of course, of course. What am I thinking of? Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. This is very gratifying. We've been on the road since 5 o'clock this morning.
5 o'clock! You poor dear people. What about a nice cup of tea?
That's a real Christian call.
Or something stronger, perhaps?
Stronger?
She means coffee.
Yeah, that sounds delightful. For you, sister.
Thank you.
I'll go and make it.
I feel you're intruding on your privacy here.
Not at all.
You see, we have a roving commission, as it were. We go out into the world for 6 months at a time, carrying on the good work and sheltering, as you might say, wherever there is a kindly room. They are hard to find, too. Yes, it is a real miracle for us to find a haven like this.
If I may ask, how did you manage to find us?
We made inquiries around the town, and one of the shop's proprietors told us there was a convent out this way, as he had noticed you people in town.
That was very obliging of him.
Yes, actually, he seemed quite pleased to see us. It appears someone had stolen a valuable pair of binoculars from his shop window, and he was most upset. He said the town needs honest people like us, instead of thugs and,
Layabouts.
yes, layabouts we have to contend with. So we hired a taxi, and after a lot of trouble, we tracked you down. I must say it's quite charming and most secluded. Are you here permanently?
I hope
Don't
so.
interrupt, sister.
Sorry, Mother.
As I was saying, our finances, of course, are rather limited, and we managed to rent this establishment very cheaply, as it were.
Oh yes, life is quite a trial, isn't it, Mother?
Mother Superior, Stingate Convent. Well, Father, I couldn't possibly discuss that with you now.
What a charming view from here. Come and have a look, sister.
Oh, you stupid git! Get off the line! Yes, yes, and blessings upon you too, Father. I must apologise. The Reverend Father is most persistent.
Oh, that's quite all right. We understand, don't we, sister?
Oh, yes.
We have to deal with that in our order, too. I was just saying what a charming place this is. I think we shall be quite happy here.
How long were you contemplating staying?
Well, shall we say 2 or 3
days?
No, months. Months? You don't mind.
Of course not.
We're not going to accept your charity, of course. We're quite willing to contribute amongst our keep. We naturally can't afford very much, but I'm sure we could spare 30 shillings for each of us per week.
Well, it all helps, doesn't it?
Well, guys, what do you think about you, dolly hat? It's still kinky, innit?
I think she'd better lie down.
Yes, come along, sister. What do you think you're doing? Get your thieving hands off me! Company, you idiot.
She is a good worker, but as I say, one can't depend on her. Your coffee, sisters?
Oh, how kind.
As you are staying, why not have them in your rooms? And you can freshen up as well. We'll take your trunks up later.
Oh, thank you, Mother. That is most kind.
Sister, take them to the room in the east wing, then report down here as I have other duties for you.
We'll be down shortly.
Will you follow me?
Oh, God. Is this really happening to us?
Yeah, I must say you handled it marvellously.
Maybe, but how long can we keep it up?
Not for 3 months, that's for sure.
Oh, Lord. Get the other two down here. Solly, Vera here. Now listen carefully. Don't call here for the next few days. Oh, I'll explain everything when I see you tomorrow. Shut up about your flaming jag. We're not doing the job after all. Look, we got troubles too, mate. Get lost.
Why the hell didn't you warn me?
Why didn't you look, you stupid cow?
Well, how was I to know?
For heaven's sake, keep your voices down.
I didn't know we had company. We didn't know ourselves.
Oh, what the hell am I whispering for? Well,
They're washing.
that gives us about 10 minutes.
I would have banked on it and said to bring the coffee down here. Weren't very clever, were you?
What you mean?
Got all last week's loot stashed away in the room next to theirs.
Oh, blimey.
Don't worry, I'll lock the door. Here's the key.
Oh, phew, good for you.
What's next, Vera?
Well, first and foremost, they mustn't rumble us.
Oh, we can hold our own for a couple of days.
A couple of days, my Aunt Fanny. The thing is staying a couple of months.
What?
Well, that's their idea, but we gotta find some way of getting rid of them.
I should Coco. We can't afford to keep them.
Well, they are paying 30 bob towards their keep.
I should think the big one should eat 10 as well on her own.
Oh, that's beside the point. Right now, we've got to cover up, and that means no smoking for a start. And you, Beth, I've got to lay off the liquor. Oh, I can smell the gin from here. Someone get us some peppermint.
Oh, I hate peppermints.
You learn to love them. Cram them into our mouth if necessary.
If you don't mind my throwing up.
We'll take the risk.
What next?
Our rooms. Get every piece of clothing out the side, especially those fancy pants of yours. All liquor bottles stored away, and I have the cigarettes.
I can't give up the fags just like that.
You'll have to. We'll all have to while they're in the house.
I'll just have to have a crafty fag in the loo like we used at school.
Right, that's up to you, but watch it. Come on, everybody, clear the decks, and never know anyone who leaves anything lying around that could give us away.
I think I'll stay here.
Oh, no, you won't. You're our greatest handicap.
Oh, but Vera, I feel sick as a dog.
We know where the bathroom is. Come on. Finished?
Yes, we just freshened up. We thought we'd have our coffees down here. Are we disturbing you?
No, not at all.
We're going to start out some clothes for the travel sale.
Oh, splendid. We'll help.
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of accepting, especially after your long journey. Sit down and have a rest. We won't be very long.
Well, if you insist.
I do. Come along, Sister Edith.
Well, Sister don't give me that sister lark anymore, Randy. You haven't let me get a word in from the moment we arrived. I felt like a right bird sitting there. Well, I know you and your language. I don't want to take the risk. Why come in the first place? I keep telling you because it's the perfect cover. Where else do you expect to find nuns but in a convent? But they're bound to find out. Not if you keep your trap shut. Remember, they're simple people. They only see good things. Well, they must have flipping good eyesight, sound to getting us. All we have to do is be careful. Another thing, how are we going to start the stuff we need? There are 2 huge cupboards in our rooms. I've got the key, we'll keep them locked. In any case, who's going to search? I tell you, I don't like it. We'd be better off getting a pad of our own. Hey, watch a step! It's all right, Flew. You're a non-smoker. If I don't get a drag, I'll butt. Put it out, you fool. They'll be back in a minute. Not on your Nelly. There'll be hours over that lot. I've done jumble sales before. I know. All right, then. I'll smoke up the chimney if it makes you any happier. You keep watch by the door. All right. Oh, God bless you, Sir Walter Raleigh. I've been thinking, if it's anything to improve my image, you can forget it. No. I know how we can get the stuff out of here. I'll buy it. They've got yourself an old broken-down black Mariah in the garage. Oh, God, don't mention that word. I noticed there's a taxi driver. They must use that as their transport. Oh, you're welcome. We could ask them if we borrow one day. anybody asks we're taking it, it's to distribute amongst the needy.
That's not bad. Hey, wait a moment. Supposing they want to help.
Oh, no. They can't do that. It's a very strict rule in our order that we ain't allowed to work with any other members of another order.
I've got to hand it to you, Angie. I'd never have thought of that.
No, I know.
Yeah, with a sanitary wet thinking here. Bring us silver plate and stuff.
Don't be a mope. That'll be the first thing to give us away.
Suppose it wouldn't be anything worth taking anyway. Hey, you know that shop where we asked the geezer this address?
Yeah.
We might try that place. There were 2 German cameras by the door just asking to be with.
You never learn, do you, Rosie? That place will be hot for weeks to come. No, we'll spread out. Oh, for crying out loud, haven't you finished that fag yet?
All right. I'll finish it later.
Now, as I see it, we can work with big towns in a wider circle. It'd mean having to travel by train, but it'd be a lot safer. I think it'd be a good idea to establish ourselves as being authentic.
Oh, what?
Authentic.
What's that then?
Well, to put it into simple language, make out to these people that we are the real thing. I think we should help them occasionally with their work. For a start, the jumble sale.
Oh, no.
It will be a good cover.
Maybe, but have you ever done one?
No.
Then you don't know what you're letting yourself in for. In my youth, I used to belong to a drama society who had one every 3 months for the shows we lost money on. I tell you, they are killers.
It'll be nothing more than a token gesture. Just something now and then to establish ourselves.
All right, then. As long as you don't let this big gobble get hold of you.
That's settled then.
Suppose so.
Finished? Yes, thank you.
When is the sale?
In about 3 days' time.
Sister Rose and I would like to help.
Oh, that's all right, sister. We can cope. We always do.
Nonsense, we insist. We feel it is the least we can do. Sister Rose is an expert on the subject. She has been just telling me.
I'm afraid you won't be very comfortable in your rooms. They're quite damp. That's why we don't use that part of the house.
Oh, that won't affect us, sister. We're very hardy, aren't we?
Oh, yes, very hardy.
I'm afraid we live very simple lives here. You see, food is so expensive. Yes, we were just talking before you arrived about the possibility of growing vegetables in the garden at time. But at this stage, we barely exist. I'm sure you'd be comfortable elsewhere.
Yes, I think you are right. Not at all. Spartan living helps to strengthen one's faith. If it's water and biscuits for you, it's water and biscuits for us.
Very well then, if that is your wish.
Oh, it is. I can't tell you what a wonderful feeling it is to have landed ourselves in a real Christian surrounding.
It's the peppermints.
Peppermint?
She suffers from indigestion and peppermints always give her the hiccups.
Oh, my dear. I am sorry.
Yeah.
Don't worry, she'll get over it. We'll see to that.
Now, sister, I suppose you have prayers about now.
Prayers? Oh yes, prayers.
Splendid. Sister Rose and I always have them about this time. We'd like to join you if we may.
Of course. Well, with all the tidying up, I seem to have mislaid my book.
Oh, that's no trouble. Who's mine?
Shall we all kneel?
Thank you very much indeed. That was Abbey Community College in Boyle, County Roscommon. Now there is a technical problem with the curtains just at the moment, and because of that we need to have a look at them. So we're taking a 10-minute break and hopefully we'll get it sorted within that time. So if you want to take a break, do come back in 10 minutes. Thank you.